Well, all right, welcome back to the foundation, and tonight, kind of different. Echo. So, yeah, welcome to the foundation, and today is different setup, different idea. So, hey, let's talk music. So, hi, my name is David, and I am the founder of this YouTube channel, and, it's definitely been pretty fun, a really fun experience. 4.5 years ago, we actually started this channel for something for fun, and then a friend of mine said, hey, why don't you start doing ministry stuff? And I said, oh, okay, well, I'll consider that. And then I got some material, and I got to doing Bible studies, and I think I started off with Matthew. I don't know if it's still posted. You got to scroll all the way down to the first one, but about 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, so yeah, started playing music when I was, I'll say I always had an interest in music for the simple fact that, it's interesting, you can, you can make these things called chords, and, I remember walking somewhere. I think it was on the along the beach somewhere. And I was there was two people playing guitar and singing, and I didn't say anything to anybody. I just said, you know what? I'm going to do that one day. I didn't, and, years later, I've started leading worship, and, church music was really all I knew. Like songs like, I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses. Songs like that. That was actually my first gospel song that I learned. Then, I branched out to, songs like, how great is our God. Original chord, just, chords. Sing with me, how great is our God. And all will sing, how great is our God. And, songs like that. It just really stood out to me. And one day, things just kind of changed. I learned all my basic chords, G, C, and D. And on YouTube, there was a song that was, I don't know if it was brand new or, but churches have played it. I've heard the song many times, but it wasn't even a tutorial on how to play the song. But the song went something like this. and it was like amazing because I said, I can do. I know that. I know those chords. I can do that. So I mean, for the first several minutes, I got got it down pretty perfectly. And the Revelation song, all it is that's all it is. D, A minor, C, G. And then that kind of put a whole fire on to my music playing, and at that time I was in the band called Benediction, our Calvary Youth Band, and it was something that was very just fun because at that point we were already writing songs like Praise the King, and it was so cool because Jim came to our house one day and showed us the song. I'll play a little bit for you guys. Just basic chords: C, E minor, C, E minor, D, G. I praise the King. I praise you, my King. I praise you, King, forever. Jesus, when they nail your hands, you feel the things I've done. We appreciate what you've done for us. You are my cornerstone. And songs like that just really turn that about now. Really originated with me, really stuck with me. And it was cool because here I have just basic chords. I know the basics, and I have a book over there. Don't know if you can see that, but I have a book over there that shows tablature. So you can write down with which, this is just kind of like music. I don't know if it's music theory, but this is like kind of like reading music, right? So tablature is like showing your fingers where to go. So it'll be like, it would show you how to do it. But anyway, so led worship for the youth at Calvary for about 3 years, I think, 3.5, somewhere around there, and then so 3 years, and then we moved churches to Iron City. Got involved with them in their music bands. Anyway, so that was a good experience. It taught the Atlanta Centera taught us like music theory, even though it really wasn't much playing to be done. Learned a lot of music theory, which was pretty cool. And, it kind of brings me up to, where I am now. I can play. It's definitely made me a better guitar player than I would be if I never knew music theory, because, you only got 7 notes. You got E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's all you got, And it was whenever I actually learned that, which I already knew that, but I was going to the church I go to now, and Don Haywood, which he's one of our, well, I guess the main guy on Tuesday nights with me. He said, you only got seven notes, 7 chords. That's all you got. And whenever you think about it in that light, you think it's really that simple, But anyway, so back then, when we were at Iron City, learned a lot of music theory. Never used it until now, really, but still, it made me a better guitar player. And Jim, I think it was around that time, Jim got that trucking job, and that was very different and very hard for him to stay at church because he was on the road. He's a trucker, and it's really interesting because on how much evolution there is to just music itself. Because back then, I don't know if it would be like in the 20s, you might have bluegrass or whatever, and you got just different genres of music. Well, even in the 70s, you got your classic country music, and now it's like you listen to country music back then, and then you listen to the people in our world today. It's pretty interesting to see how it kind of has evolved into what it is today. I can't believe I forgot about this. But back at Meadowbrook, when I was considering guitar, because I was actually playing keyboard and playing keyboard, nothing. Taking piano lessons, there we go. Not keyboard, piano lessons. And it was very informative. I got to say, I kind of semi-enjoyed it, but thinking about it, and especially seeing these guys up at, locally, meeting them, establishing a 100% one-on-two relationship with them. It was cool, but that's really what got me into playing guitar, because these guys had a very unique sound to them, and it was back then I was like, okay, so how do you do that? And now it's like second nature. The song that me and Kyle just wanted to learn how to play. Kyle Fincher, hey. But it was You Rain, and it was just C, E minor, C, G, C, G, E minor, C, and D. And it was just simple. It was nothing complex, but back then, we both could not figure it out. We put our heads together and tried to figure it out, and now watching them play it, now knowing what I know now, it's like, oh, so that's how you did it. And it's just very simple. E. Say E a lot. I don't even like the key of E. G's where it's at. But anyway, So, it was something simple with, they didn't use a pick. I use a pick all the time, but anyway, it was. There's D, C, and A minor. Anyway, so around that time, I was already kind of considering, I was playing my dad's guitar, or attempting it, trying to get involved. And, Dad actually showed me the G and G, C, and D chords. So I was already kind of established. And anyway, so we already talked about that. So, in my mind, I actually planning on staying at Iron City Baptist Church. Iron City. Well, long story, but short, I ended back at Meadowbrook, working with Van Bradbury with the bus ministry. Well, it was cool, I helped him for about a month and a half, and one of the ladies who worked with the kids said, "Hey, do you still play music or play guitar and sing?" I said, "Well," because back then I didn't sing. I still don't sing, by the way. But back then I only played. I could play all day, and not think two ways about it. And so, well, yeah, I play, but I don't sing. She said, "Well, would you consider leading worship for us every Sunday morning? You're hired, And I said, "Well, I'll think about it. I'll pray about it." Or, I wasn't too thrilled about the singing part because I didn't have my voice, I guess, established. So that night I immediately called Jim and said, "Hey, this person wants me to start leading worship." And he said, "Oh, cool. Who are you playing with? It's just going to be me, Jim." And he said, "Well, wow." And then he taught me a few key points to singing, and like try to match your voice to the notes or the chords. So that was very, very interesting and very, very difficult. So I spent many, 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 many hours at home practicing, singing, trying to sing. And, I remember me and Jason were talking about it. We were at his house, and he had a little ukulele, and we were playing something, and we just started singing. And, well, I started singing. And, he said, "David, that's very good." I said, "Well, come on now. We weren't even being serious. We were just, winging it." And so, well, that's really when it all started. But that summer, I remember that summer, a song came on the radio. Me and Jason. It's always Jason. I wonder why that is. But anyway, there was a song that came on the radio, and through me and Jason talking and all that, the song caught my attention because it was so in string, David Tillison, in string. But you know, I said, Jason, what is that song called? He said, that song is called Hotel California by the Eagles. And I said, ooh, I like that. So, you know, guess what I did that night? Went home and I learned the song and nearly drove my parents insane playing that song over and over and over and over and over and over again. You know, and that's really where it all started with, because at that point I just played straight up praise and worship music, you know. Still do. But you know, that's really where it's all at for me anyway, because, you know, worship leader, kind of important. But at Meadowbrook, I kind of established my place and established my voice there. You know, it kind of got I got overwhelmed by people wanting, you know, song suggestions, and it was just very, very interesting, and it was a very good experience for me to do that. And also I had a couple of people who came in like as guest musicians, and oh, I'm so sorry, Linda. I can't remember your last name, but Linda at Meadowbrook. Awesome lady. And, you know, she said, well, David, I can't sing at all. I said, well, that's great. I can't sing either, you know, and I said, I want you to, you know, play these songs, and I want you to sing. And, you know, we did it, and, you know, it was easy because Linda already went to Meadowbrook, right? And, you know, we practiced regularly. Yeah, we practiced regularly. And, you know, that's neither here or there, but Linda taught me a lot on, you know, the difference of, like, you know, you have to use your musical talent for what you are in it for. You know, are you in it for strumming? Are you in it for bar chords? Are you in it for jazz? You know, what are you in it for? And then a saying that Jim always told me was, you are what you eat. And how true is that? You know, I mean, because at that point, you know, I was engulfed in praise and worship music, and, you know, learning different songs, learning different techniques, learning different picking styles. And the last time Jason was in town, he brought his ukulele over, and he left it, and I mean, I just started playing like the basic chords and transcripting. Yeah, I guess that's a word for it. Transcripting them to, you know, guitar chords, knowing what they sound like automatically, and putting them in, you know, song form. And it was fun to do. So, you know, I mean, Jason took it back. You know, he's back in Rexburg, but I mean, you know, it was a ukulele, and I have a keyboard over there. That was, I wouldn't say that playing the keyboard was a very bad experience, because it really wasn't, but it was very frustrating because it wasn't my thing, you know. I don't know. But a song that at Meadowbrook, back to Meadowbrook. I'm jumping around a lot. Jillian, you are correct. I jump around a lot, but that's okay. So, I don't remember the chords, but this song, I'll play a little bit for you because I will not play the whole song because I cannot remember the whole song. But this song was a hit at Meadowbrook. I mean, those kids loved the song for whatever reason. I mean, because the story behind it is a whole nother video or session or whatever. But good friend of ours, come here, got diagnosed with cancer, and I think it was cancer. And of course, spoiler alert, God, delivered him out of it. God healed him, and he wrote the song, and it's called. There's two versions of it. It's Alive or my mind just went blank. Tomorrow by Joey Everett, and everybody loved this song. So I mean, but it's like I always say, what's not to like about it? Take my hand and hold me close. Try not to shut your eyes. Days go by and the nights so long. Please don't go away. Well, I never walked streets of gold. Well, I've never seen crystal seas. Don't you worry, one day you'll be with me. 'Cause if I don't wake up tomorrow, well, I'll be alright. It's a letter to the world that Jesus holds me tight. I've been through stormy weather, thick and through thin. If I don't wake up tomorrow, tomorrow's not the end. And that song was fun. Played it every Sunday, by the way, for 4 years straight. But things drastically changed at Meadowbrook. And Meadowbrook is a very, very good church. Very, very good church. Very old fashioned. Had what do you call it? Choir. And which is fine. I grew up at Meadowbrook. Grew up in the choir setting. I was in the choir. Then God called me away from Meadowbrook. And I'll never forget it. Just sitting down there in Sunday school, I got the weird urge just to get up, and in my mind, I was going home. Well, I got in my car and went towards town. Well, you ever heard that song, Jesus Take the Wheel? But really, that's what, God led me to a church called Greenbrier Road Baptist Church. And thinking, what am I doing here? I mean, I don't know what. At that point, I didn't know what was going on because, why am I leaving this place when, again, in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm never leaving Meadowbrook because that's my home church. I'm back where I really never wanted to leave anyway, but I came, I saw, and I left. And went to Greenbrier and walked in. The first person that I saw was Scott Taylor, and his whole family goes there. I grew up with them and his kids, and it was a very unique situation because, me and Scott, we talked for a few minutes, and then I walked in. Up on stage, there was Zeke Hughes. Shout out to you, Zekaroo. So, that was refreshing, to go and see. It wasn't choir setting. It was praise and worship team, and I was really a lost puppy because I knew the Taylors and I knew Zeke, and that's really all I knew. So those were all the only folks that I really had contact. And then I met a couple of, got plugged into the college and career and got on to good speaking terms with acquainted with the youth pastor, and me and him talked about youth ministry. I worked with youth ministry at Meadowbrook, and it was this and that, and then he found out that I led work, that I was musically inclined, kinda, and I started, we started talking about kind of pushing me towards leading the youth in worship. And there was a guy, blonde. He's actually blonder than I am. You see there's some brown there, but up top is all blonde. But anyway, me and Braxton, we started playing together a lot, and Braxton stepped down for reasons I don't know, but he stepped down, and then Justin calls me and says, "Look, Braxton has stepped down. He's taking a break. Can you lead worship?" Which there's more to it, but and I said, well, sure, Justin knows I have experience, so I said, well, why not? So I played with them in their youth every week, of course, and then the pandemic happened, which was really earth-shaking for really everybody in this little town, because it was like, okay, well, what now? Because it was the weirdest thing, because everything was shut down. I don't know. It was kind of sad. But then, unfortunately, I stayed at home, watched Greenbrier on TV, on YouTube, and, decided I'll go to Grace. That's where my dad preaches. So I went to Grace and pressed the little red button. That's what started it all. And, they announced at Greenbrier that hey, we're opening up a massive text message went out to all the members. Greenbrier Road is opening back up. We're not doing Zoom anymore. We're, all hands on deck. We're there. We're back at service. Well, with every intention of going to Greenbrier, I went to Grace that day. Not only did I go to Grace, I went to Grace and I joined that day. And then I've been after that, it's been all downhill from there. I've been helping Jill lead worship, playing in the key of E. And we play with this a lot. She loves the key of F sharp and has a great voice. I don't see how that, which I'm jealous of anybody that can actually sing, because I mean this is my range from B, which is high in itself, to G or open E. It's fine. But I could literally go all night on, there's a million things that I forgot about Meadowbrook. We had Celebrate Recovery there, of course. I helped lead worship there. I forgot about, to mention Aaron Broach. Aaron, son, I'm disappointed in you. We had a great thing going, and you just fell off the face of the earth, and we'd love to have you back, brother. But anyway, like I said, I could go all night. But Jim Brothers, I got him his video interview. I need to come up with a more poppier name. Is poppier even a word? But he's in the description below, and it is officially 10:56. I thought I was going to go to 11, so now we get to prepare for leading worship tomorrow. I'll be a solo act. So Jill and them, they're at Gatlinburg. But anyway, I will leave you with this last song, maybe. Listening some Pop-Tarts, gotta put them in the right way, but don't mess it out, or you might blow your whole house. Single slice toaster, single slice toaster, it's got 2 holes, but it's only 1 slice, who knows? actually. So that song, I did not write. Zeke Hughes actually wrote that song. We were at, we had, gosh, like 20 people in my little house. And Zeke wanted to make some toast. So we actually went to Walmart and went and got toast, cheese. You know, we made a lot of sandwiches because there was a lot of people there. Go figure. So, on the toaster, on my toaster that I still have today, has on the top one slice. And Zeke said, you know what? That sounds like a song. So it became a song pretty quickly. But 11:01, yay! All right, so we are officially done. It is time for me to go take my nap and take my makeup off and get a shower, and we will see you. What is today? Today's Saturday. It has been all day. Realistically, live the 28th. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.